G'day, how's going? Hello and welcome to the waiting room at the Physicaltherapy Centre in North Sydney. Today, instead of cracking some backs in front of you, I thought I would show you one of the practice's featured items. This is the Tower Water Dispenser by Aquaovo. Aquaovo claims to be the greenest, most stylish water filtration experience in the world. Inspired by nature and steeped in environmental awareness, the Aquaovo experience solves the problem of drinking water quality in urban environments. So in other words, apart from freshly sprinkled water upon a mountaintop in Norway, this is the cleanest water you can get. Now, there are many benefits to staying well hydrated. It promotes cardiovascular health, it keeps your skin supple, it cools the body, it helps your muscles and joints work better, and it also helps to cleanse your body from the inside and out. That is, of course, assuming that the drinking water is clean. So you might be wondering what's wrong with drinking just normal tap water. Now, I have a friend who I was speaking to the other day. He lives in Hong Kong, and he was telling me about the water over there and how it's quite heavily treated with chlorine. So much so, in fact, that from showering every day, he started to develop itchiness around his scalp. So he's had to fit his whole apartment with not just filtered drinking water, but filtered showering water. Now in Sydney, the drinking water you would think is pretty good, and I would say that it is good, especially compared to third world countries. But a quick Google search I did yesterday reveals that it's not actually in the top 10 cleanest drinking water qualities of the world. Brazil came out on top, and then other countries that featured in the top 10 were Canada and also the US. But of course, who knows what the cleanest is really. And this item here, we're going to run through the anatomy of the aqua crystal. So you can see there the interesting sort of filtration system here. The aqua crystal filter cartridge is designed to reproduce the basic filtration process of the natural water cycle. It's a reusable multi-layer filter cartridge containing tried and true first-class materials, proven to filter chemicals and organic pollutants from drinking water. So these include, you'll see, I'm going to bring over a used cartridge just so you can see it a bit clearly in case you can't see some of the other things here. So this first layer here, the black stuff, that's activated carbon. It's basically coal. It has enormous powers of absorption and soaks up organic substances like volatile organic compounds, chlorine, halogens, heavy metals, and pharmaceutical residues. It's excellent for neutralizing water's taste and smell. Then you've got this yellow stuff. Now you can't see it here because this is a used cartridge. It's actually turned black from all the filtered substances. If you can get a look in through there, you can see that brighter yellow substance. That's called KDF55, the yellow stuff. It's made of copper alloy and ultra pure zinc. It neutralizes chlorine, lead, mercury, nickel, chromium, and other heavy metals found in drinking water. It resists the buildup of bacteria, algae, fungi, and scale. It's 100% recyclable and meets the exacting standards of the Environmental Protection Agency and the Food and Drug Administration. Okay, the next level, the stuff that looks like sand, both in there. This is described as nature's own filtration media. Quartz, I should have said it's called crystalline quartz. Quartz is an excellent energy amplifier and conductor. It is used to remove any lingering impurities from the water. Then the last layer, you can see these red pellets. That's called microporous bioceramics. It's like clay, if you like. These ceramic pellets are kiln-fired at high temperatures to create a porous surface and constant infrared radiation, as well as absorbing chemical and organic residues active bioceramics can soften and energize water whilst reducing the size of its molecules. Far infrared can reduce water's surface tension, ensuring maximum hydration. It can also stimulate blood circulation and detoxification while preventing oxidation. There's a lot of science in there, but with respect to the reducing surface tension, when water molecules bind together, they create a tension amongst one another. You might have seen insects actually walking along water. That's because their bodies are so light that they don't have enough mass to break those intermolecular bonds. And by reducing the surface tension, you're effectively reducing the water molecules' ability to stick together. They obviously do still stick together, but when it goes into your body, it sort of seeps into your insides a lot more freely. That's how it becomes more absorbable. So the filter does not remove healthy minerals from your water. Cartridges, they last about 3 to 4 months, and they have a filtration capacity average of 2,000 litres of water. We change them here about every 4 months to prevent bacteria buildup and pollutant overload of the filtration media. So just to keep it clean for the patients who are coming here. And finally, the Aqua Crystal, it's a one-of-a-kind filter cartridge made of reusable Pyrex glass. The spent cartridge can be returned so that the glass housing can be reused and the filtration media within it can be recycled. It really is a fantastic product. And I have to stress as well, I'm in no way affiliated with Aquaovo. Whilst I think they've got fantastic products, I have to confess their service is disappointing. They're a company based in Canada and we're all the way over here in Australia, so one would expect things take a while to get here, but in my experience it's just taken far too long for their products to arrive here, and sometimes I haven't even received it at all. So that's my little rant on Aquaovo. But for those of you who are looking at purchasing some of these things, just be warned that you might be waiting a while before you do finally get your product. So that is the summary of the cleanest drinking water possible, and I know that it works because the other night I went out to dinner with my mate from Hong Kong, and there were 3 other guys there as well. We went to this Italian restaurant and we ordered the food, and they brought out some tap water in the carafes, and we each poured ourselves a glass of water and we started drinking it. And straight up I noticed I could taste chlorine in the drinking water, and I spoke to my Hong Kong mate across from me and I said, "Can you taste the chlorine?" He's like, "Yep, I can definitely taste this chlorine in here." And so I checked with the other 3 guys and I said, "Can you guys taste this chlorine in this water?" And each of them said, "No, tastes pretty normal to me." And then being nerdy and into my work, I started quizzing them, do you guys drink filtered water, and what water do you drink at home? And yeah, they all drink tap water. And as I said, there's nothing wrong with drinking tap water, but if you're wanting something that's free of having been treated with chlorine and fluoride, this is the way to go. And a lot of people who are really into their health and detoxifying their bodies of impurities, this is the way to do it. Now, at the Physicaltherapy Centre, whilst we do have a wellness and detoxification expert here, we are predominantly a musculoskeletal focused clinic. So we help people with those sorts of injuries. But I can tell you that, as I said before, staying well hydrated means it helps your joints and muscles to work better. A good example is in the lumbar spine. If you're well hydrated, that will keep your intervertebral discs fat and healthy, which helps to combat the compressive loads you're likely to experience when you sitting for prolonged periods or standing. With respect to muscles, it helps with their contractile functions. And then finally, water is the very medium that serves to transport all of the nutrients to all areas of the body. So you wouldn't put a low quality fuel into a high performing engine, and I'd urge you to treat your bodies in the same way. So if you're looking at getting a water filtration device, they all seem to work, but as I said, this one's the best, and I think it tastes pretty good. So if you're into this sort of stuff, please leave some comments down below, and I will put a link in the description to the Aquaovo site. If you have any questions, fire away, but please understand nothing I say is gospel. I'm still learning like everyone else. But thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, thanks mate, good on you. I forgot to show you blokes how to fill it up. Go to the long pole.